Hi, I'm Sunim and welcome to the last class in our Zen for Everyone. This is the 10th class, so don't worry if you've missed some of the others. You can go back on either our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel and review the previous classes if you want to. So being the last class in our course, I'd like to talk about how we can bring meditation more into our everyday life. So that's why I'm calling this Meditate on the Go. Now, I think that if you've been following this course, you would get the distinct impression that meditation, the way that I've been talking about it, means like sitting in a chair or sitting on the ground and sitting still, and then we start to meditate, because that's what we've been doing for the last 9 weeks. But actually, true meditation is not about how your body is sitting or keeping your body still. It's more about an attitude of mind, an approach to how you are with yourself on a daily basis. So just to recap what I said in the very first class, that meditation is the intentional practice to pay attention moment to moment with openness and acceptance, without judgments or expectations. Then the awareness that arises out of this is mindfulness. So nowhere in that sitting, standing, walking, or lying down. So these are called the 4 positions. So if you think a little bit about that in your daily life, at whatever time are you not in any of the 4 positions? When is it that you're never either sitting, standing, walking, or lying down? Never. You're always in one of those 4 positions, which what the Buddha really meant to say is you can practice basically anywhere at any time. Okay, so there's no rule that says you have to be sitting or you have to be perfectly still to meditate. In fact, some of you who know about Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh, the Vietnamese Zen Master, and those of you who've maybe gone to practice with him at Plum Village in France, I did for one winter retreat. You will realize that he does a lot of walking meditation, with his students and also by himself. Okay, so one of his main practices is walking meditation. So, which goes to show that you can practice in any of these 4 positions. So some people do standing meditation. There was some monks in the Buddha's time when they did like 7 days of standing meditation. So what we have to do is not be so narrow in our view as to what meditation is. Meditation is very broad. You can approach it. It's an attitude of mind. It's this paying attention moment to moment. Just paying attention. That is the practice. So we do distinguish between formal and informal practice, and both are equally important. So they basically help each other. So your formal practice, which is basically practicing in a group or during a scheduled time where you're sitting still, that helps your informal practice, and your informal practice also helps your formal practice. Which is to say, really, you can, if you have the kind of mind to it, you put your mind to it, you can practice all the time if you're just trying to pay attention moment to moment. Okay, so that's the beauty of meditation practice. You can take it anywhere with you, so that's why it's called meditate on the go. You can practice sitting on the bus, you can practice in the subway, you can practice while you're walking, you can practice while you're sitting down with a coffee. You can practice anywhere. Okay, so just how do we approach it? Really is this word mindfulness, which in one of the meanings of mindfulness is remembering. You know, to be mindful of something is to remember something. So you're just remembering to pay attention, rather than letting your mind fly off wherever. You just learn to pay attention. Maybe you go into the whatever, Starbucks or whatever, and you're having a coffee. You have two choices. Either you drink it with attention, attentively, where you are actually tasting your coffee, or you can do a whole lot of other stuff, and this coffee is just like a sideshow. You know, you're not really drinking coffee, you're just like wetting your mouth and letting the warm liquid, drink the warm liquid. But what you're doing is you're scrolling your phone, or you're kind of like joking with your friends, you know. So you don't even notice the taste of the coffee, which is a bit of a shame because you're paying a lot of money for it. So yeah, so if we learn to pay attention more and be present more in those moments, we actually get to live our lives better. And what you find is that your whole experience of even just the most ordinary things is much richer. Like today I had a very nice Indian meal, and for some of it I wasn't talking, I was just tasting the food, and it tasted really good. I could taste the different spices and you know, the different flavors, the different consistency, the crunchiness, and some of the vegetables which were nice and crunchy. So you lose all that if you don't pay attention. You're just stuffing some food in your mouth which you don't even really, you know, don't really taste so much. You might have paid a lot of money for it, you know, but you're not really tasting it. So it really is very, very helpful just to be attentive. You're attentive in your life, then you're aware of what's going on. Things have become more clear to you. Your experiences become richer, you know. You might be walking through in the mountains, in the countryside. You can be doing one or two things. Like I take my dogs for a walk kind of in a kind of foresty path. And there are some people who just hold their handphone, I've got one here, and they've got some radio or whatever going on, and they're just like doing this, or you know, walk while they're walking. And you know, your life actually does feel like you're living. You're not trying to escape it, you know, by distracting yourself. And it becomes a lot, like one teacher said, it becomes so interesting. Everything becomes interesting because it really does stimulate our curiosity. You just see things which are, wow, you know, never saw that before because I was just too busy thinking of all this shit that's going on in my head. So yeah, so it really is helpful if you have a a certain approach to practice in your daily life. So now we can't go from 0 to 60 in 1 second. So we have to start easily. So choose something that you can practice with. Maybe, if you take public transport, try to think about the walk from your door to the bus stop and try to use that as a meditation. Just pay attention. Pay attention to your breath. Be aware of your steps. You don't have to walk slowly. That's not the thing. Just normal, everyday life, but with this attentiveness. So then, every day that you walk to the bus stop or the subway station, you're paying attention. You will notice the smell of the bakery, the smell of somebody frying food. Your senses become more alive. Or if you want something that you do regularly, maybe taking a shower or brushing your teeth. When you brush your teeth, what's your other hand doing? Are we aware of that? When you take a shower, you can decide, okay, I'm going to do it and pay attention. How I soap myself, whatever. But just choose one thing and start with that. Whether it's brushing your teeth, having a shower, walking to the bus stop, or even walking from the car park to your office, just try with one thing. And if you can do that consistently, then you can expand it into other areas of your life. Maybe you like cooking. Why not use that as a meditative experience? Pay attention to your cooking. Then you're less likely to cut yourself while you're cutting up food. So that's what we can do. Even if you're waiting in line at the supermarket checkout, that's another chance for you to pay attention. Just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and be attentive to everything that's going on around you. That's all. So there are many opportunities to use meditation in your daily life. So start with one and see how it goes. Then you can expand it to other areas of your life. Then, everything becomes more and more interesting because you see things that you never saw before. You notice, the woman with this cute baby or whatever, everything becomes more alive. You also feel more alive because you're alive to whatever is going on around you. So give it a go. Having said that, let's do some sitting meditation, the last one for this course, but we will continue with the practice next week. But this is the last one for the course, so choose whichever meditation technique that you've been used to, whether it's awareness of your breath or counting your breath, whichever is you feel more comfortable with, and let's start with that. So adjust your posture, find a alert and comfortable posture for yourself. Close your eyes. Take a few breaths to settle in. Notice your body sitting, and then feel your body breathing. What is it like when you breathe in? How does it feel in your body? And breathe out. So breathing in, know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, know that you're breathing out. And then, if you find your mind has wandered off, don't worry, it's not a problem. Don't try to control your mind. It's impossible. But when you notice that you've been distracted, what you can do is to bring your attention back to the sensation of breathing. That's our practice. So let's try that for the next 15 minutes or so. take your time, slowly open your eyes and bring your attention back. Okay, so this is the end of the course. I hope that you will try to bring meditation into your daily life, starting with just one habit that you have. So the thing that you can think about is not how to meditate in your daily activities, but to make your daily activity more meditative. If you know what I mean. If you're doing something, it's very simple, like maybe washing dishes, try to make that more meditative. That means paying attention when you're doing it, just being aware of just the washing, rather than maybe why these guys so messy, leaving all this crap on their plate. Just try to make it more meditative, just paying attention, without judgment, without expectations, and see how that goes for you. So I hope you found this 10 classes useful. Don't worry if you haven't been able to attend some or even most of it. We're leaving it up here on our Facebook page, and also if you want, you can search for it on YouTube. We have ZEN is under the playlist ZEN for Everyone, so you can review it whenever you want. It will always be up there. So just want to thank you again for your practice, and hope to see you next week, where we'll do some more meditation and talk about different aspects of how to practice. So take care, have a nice end to the week, and hope to see you back soon. Bye.